Jen, what are you doing? Eye on the prize. Come on, seriously.
Sorry, I'm sad and lonely.
Jen.
Yeah, I kind of fell asleep watching this episode too. Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam, the Renaissance Nerd. Welcome to She-Hulk Attorney at Law, Episode 2 review. And I wasn't kidding in my intro there. I was not kidding. As soon as I got up, I watched it. I ate a donut. And then I went back to sleep because, let's be honest, last week there was a lot of annoyance, a certain level of rage at the stupidity, at the arrogance of this show. But this week, boredom. The no funny continued. Not a single smirk, not a single chuckle, not even the thought of laughter crossed my mind. This was boring, uneventful, big surprise. This entire episode was shown in the trailers. That's right, my friends. If you go back and watch all the She-Hulk trailers, you get this entire episode. Maybe a couple little tidbits here and there are actually stuff you hadn't seen, but basically 60-70% of this episode, the events, you knew from the trailers. That's how pathetic this show is. You're not going to see me really get angry at anything this week because there's nothing to get angry about because nothing happens. I am going to harp on some of the usual stuff, the bad CGI, some really dumb Easter eggs that I spotted, and also just, the man hate continues in pathetic way. I am seriously convinced the women's who are in charge of this show have never actually interacted with real men. Maybe only soy boys, because they get the soy boys down perfectly. There's one soy boy. They understand soy boys, but real men, I don't think they've interacted with a real man once in their entire pathetic hag lives. Without further ado, then, let's get this started. I hope this doesn't take too long this week.
So, seriously, how did you get these powers?
I really don't feel like talking about it.
Nepotism. I knew it.
Oh, take a lap, Dennis.
There's a hot chick over there. I'm gonna go talk to it.
Oh, the misandry. It's thick and it's dripping. Ah, good Lord. That's just the first one. And we'll get to that. We'll get to it in a second as we go through it, because that's what I'm going to do. Going to fulfill my bargain with all of you. I watched this so you don't have to. So you're going to get the essence of the episode. Again, not much happens, so I don't think it's going to take too long. What will take long is as we stop along the way and talk about certain things that are either stupid, bad, or just plain idiotic. Okay. We pick up exactly where we left off last week. It's the next day, literally the next day. Oh, She-Hulk appeared. And what I love about this, the court sketches, that little gimmick they put at the end of the episode. Oh, look, here's something that we didn't actually see in the fight last week. That fight that literally lasted 5 seconds and was filled with bad editing and jump cuts that didn't make any sense, followed by a Titania Liu Kang flying kick. Whoa! It was bad, and here, this apparently happened during the fight. She rode her like a chicken fight. She rode her like a chicken fight. Apparently that happened. Oh, and then it's basically a bunch of reporting, and they name her She-Hulk, which she doesn't like. She doesn't like. It's a derivative. I'm a derivative of something. Yes, you are a derivative of something. So, you see, these writers think they're being clever by acknowledging it. But no, you're not. You're not being clever. And the fact that you're attacking it shows how much you hate the fact that you're a derivative of a more established character right now. Anywho, we get to that evening, and Nikki is taking Jen to the lawyer bar. There's always a lawyer bar. And everybody's chanting, She-Hulk, She-Hulk, She-Hulk. And Nikki has to convince her to turn into She-Hulk to go in there. Which, again, I believe is kind of a out of character from the actual She-Hulk, because to my understanding, and in other representations, usually cartoons that I've seen of She-Hulk, Jen Walters loves being She-Hulk. because when she's Jen Walters, she's mousy. She's kind of a wallflower. But when she's She-Hulk, she's confident. She's powerful. She likes being She-Hulk. But no, in this one, She-Hulk starts out as a badge of dishonor because it's obfuscating from her strong, natural female power. So she has to be convinced by Nikki to go in there. I'm going to talk about Nikki in a bit when we get to the offices. I'll stop on Nikki then. And she goes in there, everybody's cheering, "Yay!" And she gets drinks, and then you get this right here. You can see the CG. She's not actually holding the glass. It's barely in her hand. It's just kind of floating between her fingers. Oh, the CGI is horrible. The CGI continues to be bad. You see it throughout the entire episode whenever She-Hulk is on the screen, especially in well-lit environments. She just pops out against the background. It is not legitimate. It doesn't look good. Then she gets confronted, as you saw in the opening clip, by the other guy from the DA's office. And here's the first tip of the iceberg with the misandry. I see. Oh, there's a hot chick over there. I'm going to go talk to it. This is what these cow-mouth harpies who are in charge of the show think. That's what they think men feel like. That's how they believe we think, how we act. Newsflash, yes, when we see attractive women, yes, we're thinking about having sex with them because we're wired that way. It's the biological imperative. Go forth and procreate. Also happens to feel good. But they think that we're all about, that we don't have self-control, that we don't put layers and filters on and realize there's inappropriate behavior out there and that we shouldn't just go up and behave like that, call women it, look at them as objects. I love beautiful women. I want to treat them as beautiful women with respect, with proper attention and delicate care, because you do. But no, we're just horny men ready to grape every woman around every corner that we walk. This show is stupid in that sense, monumentally stupid. Well, the bar scene continues. Here comes the boss from the DA's office. I guess he's the DA, or maybe he's an assistant DA above or whatever. They don't make that clear. Of course they don't make that clear. And basically, he fires her because they can't handle the scandals possible. Even though she did the right thing, they have to fire her. So there you go. The patriarchy slams down on poor Jen, and following is a montage of how Jen can't get work because nobody wants to handle the reality of She-Hulk. And then you get that scene that I showed you at the beginning there of her in her apartment with Nikki. "Oh, I'm so sad I can't get work." And you see this right here. Again, now here I want to stop on this scene right here. Oh, look, man with claws. Great, has got caught in a bar fight. Oh, look, things sticking out of the ocean. Why is there a giant person sticking out of the ocean? This is how you introduce Wolverine to the MCU? This is how you do it on a show nobody's watching. But Adam, you hating toxic man, 1.2 million people watch it. Where are the other 130 million people on Disney Plus? Where are the other 130 million subscribers to watch this? I've already made this case with Obi-Wan, with every other MCU show. They claim their numbers at 1.2 million. Disney Plus has over 130 million subscribers. Nobody's watching this. And the reviews, that's a whole nother video. Yeah, nobody likes this. This show is dumb. And they're putting the Wolverine debut, the moment you know that Wolverine exists in the MCU now, on a website news article on a sidebar, that if you're not looking at it, you miss it. And oh, look, the Eternals happened. Remember the Eternals? Yeah. Well, she gets a call, and she has to go home for dinner. Now, the dinner is really dumb. It's more, let's make Jen look sad. And, of course, her dad is Cousin Larry from Perfect Strangers. Hey, look, it's Cousin Larry. I'm going to call him Cousin Larry because he is Cousin Larry. Cousin Larry, he seems to be a good dad. We'll give him that. He seems to want to bolster her up, but this entire family scene again. I ask, have the cows behind this show ever once had a real family dinner where people maybe act normally? Oh, let's have everybody be patronizing to Jen. Let's have everybody talk down to her a little bit for being fired. Let's show the cousin, I guess it's a cousin, who's a Best Buy manager. Oh, he's going to get praise because he's a guy and he's just a manager, but she's a lawyer. She should get more praise. And everybody's going to do stupid things. Oh, I'm the mother. I'm trying to set you up with somebody who wants to be a superhero. Oh, my God. And then we skip to a scene where Cousin Larry brings her into the back room just to say, how you doing, kiddo? Ugh. These people don't know how to write. And then it's basically Jen does a nice little monologue of how sad she is, but how relieved she is, but she's still sad. It's a whole new kind of problem. Blah, blah. And then they do the dumbest thing. They do the dumbest thing. Again, they take another unnecessary pot shot at Bruce Banner Hulk. Cousin Larry Dad says, oh, it's not the first time we've had a Hulk in the family. At least you didn't destroy a city. Seriously. Let's make light of Bruce's darkest moments in the MCU. When he levels Harlem. When Wanda puts the whammy on him in Avengers 2 and he destroys that city. Let's make light of Bruce's uncontrollable rage at certain points, or just being caught up in a superhero battle that happens to destroy a lot of public property. Let's make light of that. All for a attempted cheap laugh that isn't even there. Because again, no humor anywhere to be found. Well, Jen is made to feel a little bit better by Cousin Larry Dad, and she goes off because then she's at the bar. She's got to go drinking her worries away. But then, the big shot head of the law firm that she was up against in the end of the first episode comes in. And, well, offers her a job. But he happens to say this line right here, which really got me.
Miss Walters, you laid out a winning case against us before I had it declared a mistrial, of course.
I love it. I love that for the simple fact that we never actually saw her try the case. We never saw it. It's just a little bit of affirmation of how great Jennifer Walters is. Oh, you beat us with your case, and we only lost because, well, we had it declared a mistrial and had it tossed because of superhero shenanigans. Jennifer Walters is so great. We have to be told how great she is, but we can't actually see it. No. Mainly because the people in charge of the show have admitted publicly they don't know how to write courtroom. They can't do lawyer speak. They can't do courtroom speak. They don't know how to show a dramatized version of a case. They can't do it. They don't know how to do it. So they're just going to tell us. No show, just tell us that Jennifer Walters is a great lawyer. As I said, he now offers her a job. He's the only one. This is one of the biggest firms in the area. And she gets a job because he's starting up the superhero division, whatever it's called. Doesn't matter. You've seen it in the trailers. Like I said, this whole episode is basically from the trailers. You don't even need to watch it. Why did I watch it? Well, you asked me to. But offers her the job, and this is how bad this character is written. She takes it immediately because, of course, she's desperate, and that's fine. And she says, my one condition, I get to choose my paralegal. And he responds, I don't care.
I truly do not care who your paralegal is.
He is absolutely right to have that attitude. This guy is the managing partner. It means the guy at the top. He doesn't give a shit who hires the paralegals. He doesn't care who anybody's paralegals are. He just wants results. He wants results. Whatever benefits the firm. And right now, hiring Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk, that benefits the firm to head up the superhero department division, whatever. Jen gets her victory, though. Yes. I got one over that patriarchy. At least that's how it comes across to me as someone who knows who's behind writing all this drivel. She arrives next day, enters the main lobby, and Big Man here is there to meet her, and she's all excited, ready to go, but there's a caveat that she didn't quite understand. He hired She-Hulk, not Jennifer Walters. He hired She-Hulk. And she's supposed to be She-Hulk all the time. In the office, in court, in interviews, in prep, depositions, all that kind of stuff. She's She-Hulk all the time, but Jen doesn't like that one little bit.
Okay, this sucks. I am totally qualified, but now everyone around here is always going to think this is the only reason I got the job. It's so unfair. I should be able to enjoy the fact that I just got an amazing new job, and I can't.
Money.
These dodos never had to deal with this on their first day at work.
I think I found my thumbnail. Well, I'm Jennifer Walters. I just got the greatest opportunity of my lifetime with a high-profile, probably very high-paying job as the head of a division in what is probably the most powerful law firm in the area. And I'm going to bitch and moan that I only got the job because of my looks, because I'm She-Hulk. This shows to Goya that the people involved in this show, these hag cow writers, and I use that term lightly, writers. No, they're hags and cows. These so-called writers don't understand how the real world works. When opportunity comes a-knocking, when you are given a chance, you take it. Doesn't matter how it arrives. When the opportunity is there, presented to you, birthday cake in your face, all yours to eat, you take it. You take a giant bite. You take the whole thing. You keep your foot in the door. You push your way through. You make your mark. You let them know you deserve it by your actions. Nobody complains in the real world, when the opportunity to have the big job, to be the big one on the stage, to be the man or the woman. Nobody complains when opportunity arrives. The smart ones take it, seize it, make it worth it, make it happen, turn it into success. But no, Jennifer's got to complain that I only got this because I'm big, sexy She-Hulk now. You morons. These people do not understand the real world. She does her complaining. You see another shot. Oh, these goofballs didn't have to probably deal with this on their first day. Notice they're all old, fat, white men shaking their hands. Money, 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 money. I hate the people behind the show. I really do. Doesn't end there, though. We're going to skip over the lame attempt of I wasn't paying attention to what he was saying, and how now that because she's a woman, she's going to worry about that forever. She goes into her office, and there's Nikki. Nikki's there waiting for her because clearly she wanted to hire Nikki to be her paralegal. I'm going to take a moment to talk about Nikki. Nikki is actually okay as far as I'm concerned. She is the one positive light in the show. She doesn't bitch. She doesn't moan. She seems to be happy about everything. She seems to be the grounding agent for this insufferable bitch that is Jennifer Walters, She-Hulk. She comes in there bitching, and Nikki just says, hello, corner office, windows, nice desk. We got all this stuff. Look where we are. Why are you upset? You've got everything you want. And she's been the whole episode, she's been going, She-Hulk is awesome. Why are you not embracing this awesome thing that you now have? Nikki's all right so far in my book. Maybe she'll get dumber as the show goes on, but she's okay. And I want to give her this actress the benefit of the doubt because she's co-starring in the True Lies TV adaptation. So I kind of don't want to be sour on her. I want to give her a little benefit of the doubt because I'm going to have to suffer through that show with her in it. I hope it's a good show. We'll get to that in another day. Nikki's okay so far. So you guys want to comment about that? So far, Nikki is not a problem. She's positive energy. She's not demeaning anybody. She's not attacking anybody. She's just positive energy, and I'm okay with that. Now, though, right away, we get this.
Hi there, I'm Pug. I'm also in the Superhuman Law Division.
Oh, I'm Jennifer Walters.
I made you guys a welcome basket.
Oh!
It's got some office supplies to get you started, snacks, and a map to the best bathroom for pooping.
Thank you.
What is this? What is this? It's a soy boy. They know how to write soy boys. Here, I'm Joel. I'm here to give you your welcome basket. Oh, aren't you sweet? Oh, and guess what? Here's the best route to find a good bathroom where you can poop. Oh, this isn't funny. This is terrible. This is, again, they think any kind of toilet humor is funny. No, there's Mel Brooks toilet humor, and then there's this. this, which is not humor, not funny. And again, Soy Boy Supreme. Oh, it's just cringe. This is what they think. This is their ideal man. The harpies behind this show. This is their ideal man. Subservient. Oh, I'm here to gift basket. This is horrible. And I'm at a loss for words. I can't go on. So what I'm going to do, we're going to shift. Let's take a moment and see how bad the CGI is. Again, look how bad that is. Just look at it. Soak it all in. Trash. Terrible. Moving on. Now She-Hulk goes to managing partner office, whatever. She goes to the managing partner's office. And he basically says, okay, here's your first case. We all know this. Again, you've watched the trailers. She has to defend Emil Blonsky, Abomination, who wants to be let out on parole. And we know that she has a conflict of interest. Now, what you didn't see in the trailer, and again, now, this is why I guess we watched the episode, Emil Blonsky has said, yeah, sign the waiver, don't care. I'm okay with it. I'm fine. No conflict of interest. It's noted. He signed away any problem with it. Managing partner says, there you go, right there. You don't have to worry. But no, I'm Jen Walters. I'm going to keep bitching about it. And he makes it clear, you either take this case or you have no job here. And she has to think about it. Because now they're trying to play it off that, oh, she's sensitive. She's concerned about Bruce's feelings. Now you're concerned about Bruce's feelings. Again, let's just take a moment here. Opportunity to be a powerful lawyer at a powerful law firm, make a lot of money, be independent, truly be a strong female role model. You're given a case that emotionally you have some connection to and you state it, but then you're given the out that says you do not have to worry about this. Be a professional. Be a professional. Our client knows about it. He says he's okay with your familial connection to this. No, I'm still going to bitch and moan because I have to complain. This complete misunderstanding, no understanding of how the real world works. When your boss, especially the managing partner in a firm, gives you a case, you say, yes, sir, thank you. I will do my best, because clearly he took the extra step to make sure that the firm would not be held liable, would not be held responsible, would not be in any way open to a countersuit or dismissal because of her personal involvement family-wise to the case. But no, she's going to complain. That doesn't make her look strong. It makes her look stupid. It does a disservice to professional women everywhere. It does a disservice to anybody who has a job. And you understand, your boss tells you to do something, you do it. But no, she has to worry about her feebies. Now, again, if this was the real world and she said no, oh, no, okay, great, thanks for coming by. We're going to give the job to somebody else. No, he's going to give her time to think about it. She's got till tomorrow to decide. Or I'm sorry, no. She has to go see Emil. Go see Emil, then decide. No, in the real world, if you refuse an order from your boss, you're fired. You don't get a second chance, especially in a high-powered law firm. It's not how the world works. But these people live in a fantasy land. These cow-mouthed whammons live in a world of their own making. Well, anyway, Jen has to go off to see Emil. She's not allowed to be She-Hulk in the prison. And here we get Emil. Here's Emil.
I'm simply Emil now. Russian-born, British-raised, Royal Marines Commando, on loan to the US government.
Little kinder, gentler Emil Bronsky. Abomination. Okay, what goes on here? We're going to breeze through it because it's really stupid. It's all about finding a reason for Jen to take the case. Emil wants to be paroled because he's got 7 soulmates that he has found through Pen Pal system, and he just wants to go about living his life. He chooses not to be Abomination. Jen tries to pressure him, and he makes the case that he's found his soulful center. He likes to write haikus as apology. Again, more forced humor, more non-funny shit. And in the end, you can see he sets up the grounds for a parole that he was just doing the bidding of the U.S. government. He was jacked full of fake super soldier serum, because that's what it was, fake super soldier serum. It wasn't the real deal, which is why it mutated him. And he became the monster. And he wanted to be a hero. He thought he was going to be the next Captain America. He thought he was stopping an out-of-control monster, a beast, to save the day. But then he got twisted because of the chemicals and this and that. Either way, it's all a lot of hooey. And it's also that Jen can feel good about it, because we skip to the next scene. Jen is on her couch. She calls up Bruce. Now, again, look, I was wrong. We were all wrong. We all said that last episode was the last we were going to see of Bruce. No, this episode is the last we're going to see of Bruce. She gets him on the phone, and they have a conversation, and she's basically talking like an annoying woman. Not letting Bruce get a word in edgewise until finally, again, really attempted bad humor. He says, "Oh, it's okay. I forgave him. He wrote me a haiku as an apology. We're okay. Hell, I was literally a different person back then." You know, it was Ed Norton, not Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner Hulk. Oh, go eat yourself. You losers! You absolute losers! This isn't fun. This isn't funny at all. So he says to her, "You're just trying to tell me that you're going to take the case." Because, "Yes, I'm going to take the case. It's okay, cuz, just fine. You take care of yourself. I'm on something right now. Bye." And then it zooms out, and you see that he's got his feet up. He's on that ship that caused the car crash a couple of months ago. And now they're saying it's a tease for World War Hulk. Yeah, right. They're completely out. I don't know much about World War Hulk, but I know that this is not the setup for it. That's Civil War was the setup for World War Hulk, not this. Either way, now Bruce, goodbye. Bruce is off planet. We may never see Bruce again in the MCU. We might not see him again. And now Jen calls up her boss to say, "Sure, now I'm ready to take the case." Again, you should have been fired for refusing to take the case in the first place. But no. And she says, "I think I have an ironclad 100% victory plan. We're going to get this nailless. He's going to get paroled." And then managing partner guy says, "Yeah, okay, turn on the news." And boom, now we are centered in when this takes place. This stupid show takes place in the middle of Shang-Chi, because there is Wong and Abomination in their underground fight club. Who recorded the underground fight club and leaked it? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And now we know why Wong's going to be in this show. Phase 4 Wong in my... Not going to say it. Oh my God. There you go. And now Jen has to clean up this mess. Oh no. And episode.
I don't know what 4K is. This thing, nobody does, but you still need it. Dude, I don't know what I'm doing down here.
Just keep turning.
I've turned it left, I've turned it right. Look,
counterclockwise.
it just turns the wheel, dude.
And cue unfunny post-credits thing where I'm She-Hulk. I'm doing all this heavy lifting for my family. Oh, look, I'm holding the car up. I'm putting a TV on the wall. I'm carrying in large water bottles. And I'm just rolling my eyes. Not funny. Not funny. And again, it's this second time in a row now. Oh, let's have our end credits having taken place at another part of the episode. No. This show sucks. We just walked through this whole thing. The humor, still non-existent. The CGI, abysmal. I've showed it to you multiple times on multiple occasions. Go look at the thumbnail. This is terrible. It's the same crap that they tried to push off as it'll be fixed by the time we get the show. No, it's not fixed. It never was going to be fixed. It's shit. The writing, the dialogue is abysmal. You have a bunch of whammons writing a show who have no idea what real world life is like. They have no idea what real anything is like. They live in their little Marxist feminist echo chambers. They think that all men are skirt hounds ready to grape women around corners. They think their ideal man is the soy boy with a gift basket. At the same time, they think that a professional woman has the right to tell her boss on day one of a job, "No, I'm not going to do this." In the real world, you get fired for shit like that. It's a comedy. Well, first of all, I'm still waiting to laugh. Second, the best of anything have nuggets of truth in them that allow you to relate to the show. There is nothing relatable in this show whatsoever. Jennifer Walters in the MCU is an insufferable bitch who whines and complains about all these grand opportunities that fall in her lap. She has an amazing superpower. She is tall, statuesque, and beautiful as She-Hulk. She doesn't want that. Oh, that opportunity has gotten her a great opportunity at the biggest possible pinnacle of her career that she could reach, working at the biggest, bestest law firm. No, I don't want that. They'll give it to me only because I look pretty now, not because I'm a good lawyer. Bitch, moan. Oh, I can do whatever I want. I can say no to this because I'm a strong woman. That's not how the world works. This show is terrible. And as I said, this episode, I hope I made this more fun than it actually was. This episode was not as fun as me making fun of it. It was boring. I told you, I went back to bed after I finished watching it. I slept for another hour. Literally. Maybe an hour and a half. Then I got up and had lunch. This show sucks. Nothing happened. You could have seen this entire episode, give or take a couple nuggets that I revealed, in the trailers that we had seen up to this point. How many more weeks of this we got? I don't know. I've heard conflicting reports. Either way, I'll be back next week with episode 3. Take it easy, everybody. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therennerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.